The morning routine that built Marcus Aurelius. In the stillness of the morning, before the sun has fully risen, there is a sacred time, a time when the world is yet untouched by the noise of the day. It is in these quiet hours that we, as practitioners of Stoicism, find the opportunity to shape our minds, prepare our spirits, and build the resilience necessary to face the inevitable trials that await us. This is not merely a routine but a ritual, a deliberate act of self-discipline that fortifies the soul against the onslaught of life's uncertainties. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king, knew this well. His morning routine was not just about physical preparation, but a profound mental and spiritual exercise that laid the foundation for his reign as one of the most revered emperors in history. The silence of dawn, a moment for reflection. Marcus Aurelius would rise before the break of dawn, a habit that mirrored the Stoic principle of living in harmony with nature. The early morning was a time of silence, a time to reflect on the day ahead. Before engaging with the duties of an emperor, he would sit in solitude, allowing his mind to settle. This practice of morning reflection is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, a moment to remind oneself of the principles that guide our actions. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. These words, penned by Marcus himself, encapsulate the essence of his morning reflection. It was during this time that he would consider the nature of the day ahead, the challenges he might face, and how he would meet them with equanimity and composure. In our own lives, this practice is invaluable. Before the chaos of the day descends upon us, we must find a moment of stillness. It is in this stillness that we can center ourselves, align our thoughts with our values, and prepare to act with intention rather than reaction. The world will test us. It will throw obstacles in our path and tempt us with distractions. But if we begin each day with a moment of reflection, we arm ourselves with the mental clarity and fortitude to remain steadfast. The power of premeditatio malorum, expecting the unexpected. One of the most powerful tools in the Stoic arsenal is the practice of premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Marcus Aurelius would use his morning reflections to mentally prepare for the difficulties he might encounter. He would imagine the worst-case scenarios, not to dwell in negativity, but to steel himself against the shock of adversity. By visualizing potential obstacles, he would inoculate himself against the sting of disappointment or fear. In these words, we find a blueprint for resilience. By expecting the unexpected, Marcus Aurelius was never caught off guard. He understood that life is unpredictable, that people are fallible, and that the only control we truly have is over our own reactions. In our modern lives, the practice of premeditatio malorum can be equally transformative. By anticipating the challenges we may face, whether it be a difficult conversation, a long day at work, or the unexpected detours life may take, we can approach these situations with a calm and prepared mind. The shock of adversity is lessened when we have already confronted it in our minds. We are less likely to be swayed by emotion, and more likely to respond with the calm and rationality that Stoicism advocates. The strength of gratitude, anchoring the mind in positivity. While the practice of premeditatio malorum is essential for fortifying the mind, it is equally important to balance this with the cultivation of gratitude. Marcus Aurelius, despite his immense responsibilities and the burdens of his position, never lost sight of the importance of appreciating the simple blessings in life. He understood that gratitude anchors us in the present moment and prevents us from being consumed by what we lack or fear. In his meditations, Marcus often reflected on the people and experiences that brought him joy and wisdom. He would remind himself of the mentors who guided him, the family who supported him, and the lessons learned from both successes and failures. This practice of morning gratitude was not merely a feel-good exercise, but a deliberate effort to focus the mind on what truly matters. Gratitude, in the Stoic sense, is not about ignoring the difficulties of life, but about recognizing the good that exists alongside them. It is about finding balance, a balance that allows us to face the day with a sense of calm and contentment, no matter what challenges may arise. Incorporating gratitude into our morning routine can have a profound impact on our mindset. By starting the day with a reflection on what we are thankful for, we set a positive tone that can carry us through even the most challenging of circumstances. Gratitude shifts our focus from what is lacking to what is present, from fear to appreciation, and from anxiety to peace. The practice of journaling, a dialogue with the self. Marcus Aurelius is perhaps most famous for his meditations, a series of personal writings that were never meant for publication, but served as a private journal for his thoughts and reflections. These writings offer a glimpse into the mind of a Stoic in practice, a man who used the written word as a tool for self-examination and growth. Each morning, he would spend time journaling, engaging in a dialogue with himself, questioning his motives, and reaffirming his commitment to Stoic principles. Through journaling, Marcus Aurelius held himself accountable. He examined his actions, his thoughts, and his emotions, always striving to align them with the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. This practice of self-inquiry allowed him to maintain a sense of integrity and purpose, even in the face of immense pressure and responsibility. For us, journaling can be a powerful tool for self-improvement. By setting aside time each morning to write, we can clarify our thoughts, identify areas where we are falling short, and make a conscious effort to correct our course. Journaling helps us to externalize our internal struggles, making them easier to confront and resolve. It is a practice that fosters self-awareness, discipline, and continuous growth. The importance of physical exercise, strengthening the body and mind. While the mind is the focal point of Stoic practice, Marcus Aurelius understood the importance of maintaining physical health as well. The body is the vessel through which we experience the world, and it must be cared for if we are to live a life of virtue. Each morning, after his reflections and journaling, Marcus would engage in physical exercise, a practice that not only strengthened his body, but also sharpened his mind. In the Meditations, he writes about the interconnectedness of the body and the mind, recognizing that neglecting one can lead to the deterioration of the other. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, for it requires being prepared to meet and withstand sudden and unexpected attacks. Meditations, Book via 61. This metaphor underscores the Stoic belief that life is a series of challenges that require both mental and physical readiness. For the modern Stoic, incorporating physical exercise into the morning routine is essential. Whether it be a brisk walk, a session of yoga, or more rigorous training, exercise not only strengthens the body, but also clears the mind, reduces stress, and prepares us to face the day with energy and focus. It is a practice that reinforces the Stoic virtues of discipline and resilience, reminding us that the pursuit of excellence is a holistic endeavor. The power of mindfulness, staying present in the moment. Marcus Aurelius was acutely aware of the fleeting nature of time. He understood that life is but a series of moments, each one passing into the next, never to be reclaimed. This awareness drove him to practice mindfulness, an intentional focus on the present moment, free from the distractions of past regrets or future anxieties. His morning routine was deeply rooted in this mindfulness, a practice that allowed him to approach each day with clarity and purpose. This simple yet profound instruction is a reminder to focus on the here and now, to fully engage with the task at hand, and to let go of the burdens of what has been or what might be. Mindfulness is not about ignoring the future or dismissing the past, but about recognizing that the only moment we truly have control over is the present. Incorporating mindfulness into our morning routine can transform the way we approach each day. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we become more attuned to our thoughts, emotions, and actions. We become less reactive and more deliberate, less scattered and more focused. Mindfulness cultivates a sense of peace and contentment, allowing us to navigate the complexities of life with a calm and steady mind. The role of purpose, aligning actions with values. At the heart of Marcus Aurelius's morning routine was a deep sense of purpose. He understood that every action, no matter how small, should be aligned with his values and the greater good. This sense of purpose was not imposed upon him by his role as emperor, but was a core tenet of his Stoic belief, a belief that each of us has a duty to contribute to the betterment of society. What we do now echoes in eternity. These words, though not directly from Marcus's writings, encapsulate the Stoic understanding of the impact of our actions. Every decision, every word, every deed has the potential to shape not only our own lives, but the lives of others. Marcus Aurelius approached each day with this awareness, ensuring that his actions were in harmony with his principles.